In a small town, every person falls asleep at exactly 10 p.m. every night. It was like a spell covered the town, a quiet mystery no one could solve. One night, Jake, who had always been curious and a bit of a night owl, decided he wanted to stay awake to see what happens when everyone else is asleep. Jake tried hard to stay awake, drinking lots of coffee and splashing cold water on his face. As the clock ticked closer to 10 p.m., he felt a heavy drowsiness trying to pull him into sleep, but he fought it with all his might. Finally, 10 p.m. came, and he was still awake. The town was silent, eerily so. Jake decided to walk outside, thinking it might help him stay awake. As he walked down the empty streets, he started hearing whispers. At first, he thought he was imagining them because of his tiredness. But then, he realized the whispers were calling his name. He followed the whispers to the town's old park, which was empty and lit only by the moonlight. The whispers grew louder, and then, in the shadow of the swings, he saw figures. They were the shadows of the townsfolk, but they were moving on their own, whispering and reaching out to him. Jake realized that at night, the shadows of the people took on a life of their own, whispering secrets and things that should have remained hidden. The shadows told Jake things about his neighbors, dark things that made his skin crawl. Feeling terrified and overwhelmed, Jake ran back to his house. As he lay in bed, wide awake and scared, he understood why the spell of sleep was a blessing. It protected the townsfolk from their own shadows, from the dark truths that lurked in the quiet night. The next morning, Jake was found asleep on his front porch, looking exhausted and scared. No one believed his story, thinking it was just a dream. But Jake knew the truth. He never tried to stay awake again, fearing what the shadows might tell him next.